friends and family. Stardew Valley. Yeah, that's the word of the day today. So it's spring, the local wildlife is going wild. They're singing their tiny little lungs like they're auditioning, at least for Wicked. Also, the local neighbourhood cats are locked in very epic battles, except for my little fella because he is still recovering from the harsh reality of winter, and also he's very, very old and he doesn't like to go outside anymore. And don't even get me started on allergies this year. Seriously, it's hard out there. But amidst all of this, spring got me thinking. Stardew Valley. I'm thinking about Stardew Valley all the time. If you are wondering what I'm talking about, Stardew Valley is cozy, occasionally very chaotic, especially if you take any of the tasks from Mr. C RPG game. It's an RPG where you play as a farmer, you grow crops, you raise your animals, you explore the island. What else are you doing there? Oh, you're exploring the mines as well, which are very stressful. You are also rebuilding a community center. I love this game very, very much. And only goblin noises can explain my love for this game. And honestly, like spring is my favorite time in the game. Like everything comes to life after a very harsh winter and everything is colorful again and I can plant some flowers. And it's so inspiring that I decided to make a diorama of Stardew Valley, like a miniature. I want to make a tiny little diorama that I can carry around, carry it in my backpack, in my purse, and look at it and sigh wistfully while I daydream about becoming a farmer, having a tiny little cottage in the forest, getting chickens, and a miniature horse, and maybe having like magical powers, just a tiny bit, but magical powers. And what else? And a cow. Oh, and sheep. There are sheep as well there. Okay, so I've got those two tins. So a small one, a smallish one, and unfortunately, it's quite full. A girl's gonna do what girl needs to do and eat them all first. The big tin. I'm thinking about making a starter house inside of it, or maybe the upgraded house. Either way, it's gonna be a tiny little house. And the house is gonna be over here at the bottom. So I'm planning to do the tiny house, mailbox. Mailbox is a must. A shipping container, and lots of cozy little details. Like, I don't know, maybe flowers in the barrel, stones for the path, maybe a tiny little bench. I love a good bench. As for the back of the tin, so over here, because I don't want to leave it as it is. So I was thinking about making like some sort of shrubbery at the back, maybe a tree or two, fence. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I won't be able to fit more, but it would be so great to actually add the stable. Oh, I want a stable, a tiny little stable. Maybe I'll find some space. I don't know. I still don't know like the measurements, and I'm still not sure about how big everything is gonna be, but I will try. So a stable could be an option as well. As for the small tin, so this one will feature my Stardew Valley character. Oh no, why can I not open it? Wait. It's gonna feature my tiny little character surrounded by chickens, and it's gonna be on a tiny little meadow. So I was thinking about using spun cotton for this one. I never used spun cotton. It's just something that popped in my head, and I'm not sure if this is a good idea or not. Hopefully it's gonna be okay. Hi, sweet summer child. I love your spirit. For the materials, well, you know me, I'm a trash queen. I love trash. So good old trash it is. Some, I don't know, lollipop sticks, scraps of paper. I have a lot of scraps of paper. Cotton, I guess. I will need to use some cotton buds or something like that for the spun cotton. This is going to be a very sustainable project, that's for sure. I don't plan and I don't want to buy anything new. You know what? I'm not even sure where to begin with. Should I start with designing first or gathering materials? Also, one more thing. So I'm still figuring out how to make the trees and the grass. And I think it's going to be problematic. I've got a really clear and good plan for the dirt though, which is surprising. When I was painting, because I'm preparing for an exhibition, because I got a grant from Louth City Council, I experimented with texture on my paintings, and I really love to paint when I have like a little bit of texture on my canvas. For the exhibition, I was using a mix of corn flour mixed with gesso and acrylics, and the texture is chef's kiss. It's absolutely brilliant. It's very gritty. It's earthy. You know, this is everything that I need and I want from the dirt in my diorama. But trees. Should I use spun cotton? Honestly, I never worked with spun cotton. I'm already stressed that I decided to use it for the characters and they're so tiny. Most people I saw, they tend to use this on a bigger project, not something so small and delicate. What am I doing here? Oh, and guess what? I already realized that my idea with having everything contained in a tin, well, I can throw it away because the elements are gonna be too big to actually close the tin. Yeah. But you know what? That's okay. That's fine. They can just be on my desk and I can just sigh wistfully here while I'm working. So maybe let's take some measurements. I think I should start with the house, honestly, so I can see the scale properly. That way, the rest of the items will be proportionate and I won't need to resize everything later. Oh, references. I need to get some references first. Scratch that. I'm gonna do research first, print a few things, then take the measurements and start sketching, I guess. I'm gonna do that. Okay, leave that with me. Where's my laptop? That's a good question. As you can see, Alex is working very hard to stay on task and not get distracted. Little kittens and doggies call out to her from the depths of the internet, but she resists their siren song. She stays firmly on Pinterest, searching for the perfect reference photo for her farmhouse. Miraculously, she takes measurements and even prints out some references to scale, ensuring she won't have problems later on. Truly a character arc worthy of applause. Look at those perfectly selected pictures. They will be so helpful for creating the coziest little farmhouse. But wait, no. Never mind. She's back to watching kittens. I repeat, she's back to watching kittens. Yes. And you cannot stop me, narrator Alex. I need a nice break after all my research efforts. 10-hour compilation of the best cat videos. Truly a creative mastermind at work. I know it may look like I'm lazing around, doing absolutely nothing, but I am conducting a very important research at the moment. So I'm trying to figure out the colors that I need to use for my house, and also... Wait, this is Elliot. Come on. Let's talk to Elliot. Oh, he looked good. What I was saying? Do you want to see my farm, actually? Wait, I was supposed to do something. Oh yeah, take a print screen of my character. So I'll know how to make her from spun cotton. Oh no. I'm gonna do that just now. Just let me finish the day, okay? I'm gonna go back to work. Don't worry. Jeez Louise. Hey all, hey y'all. It's the next day. So, how's my progress, you ask? Well, painfully slow. I must have left my brain somewhere. I think, when I was planning this project, and yesterday as well. Because instead of just painting the planks on just a piece of wood, I decided to make the planks for some reason. Why? Honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea why I did that. Oh, something is clearly wrong with me. That's for sure. In hindsight, I probably should have just take a piece of paper, fold it nicely into a house, and then paint the planks on top of it. Anything but starting a full-on building project that I'm currently committed to. Yeah, it's too late now. We are here. Also, I made a discovery yesterday in actually my pantry. I found a whole plank. This is a plank of balsa wood, which would be the perfect thing to use for this house. But of course, I don't know why. I just put it there a few months ago, and I just discovered it yesterday. Naturally. Wood belongs to a pantry. Anyway, I will plow through with this construction project and with my tiny house. As for my character, I had a bit of fun playing Stardew Valley yesterday, the newest update. It's really good. Actually, it's really good. I didn't encounter any bugs so far, so I don't know what people on Reddit are talking about. I gave my character yesterday a small makeover at the wizard's place, so she looks completely different now. Absolutely completely different. So her new look will be a surprise for you all. For me as well. Because I don't remember what I did yesterday. I played until I think 2 or 3 a.m. and my memories just went. I just know that her hair doesn't look the same. I also made a decision during the night yesterday. No spun cotton. I'm sorry. Like, I did a small test yesterday when I was like working on the house, and it's not for small things, that's for sure. It's for far bigger projects. And actually, my mom gave me a super idea what to do with my spun cotton. And I think I'm gonna do it next month. I cannot wait. Maybe I'm just gonna even start this video in a week. I don't know. I have another video planned for this month, but maybe I'm gonna do a switcheroo. I don't know. Anyway, next month, it's gonna be spun cotton. Now it's gonna be air dry clay, or at least I hope it is air dry clay. I found this in my bottom drawer. I'm 98% sure it's air dry clay, but it could be also, I don't know, maybe this is a bread starter because it has like those air bubbles here. It really looks like a pizza dough. What are you? It's very light. I'm gonna try use this. If not, I'm gonna try and find another clay. Anyway, clay is simple, it's not fiddly, and after working on the house, I had my fill of fiddly for a month or maybe a few months. We'll see. I found this and I can put the light inside. I'm so chuffed. Like, this is gonna look absolutely amazing when it's done. Anyway, I'm working on a back wall for the stable. Actually, I can fit my stable over here. I'm gonna do the banister over here and the little steps, and I think I will be done. Also, while I work and it's like really dark outside, I'm just like thinking about how much this game actually means to me, and seeing this house like real life gets me really emotional, because when it comes to Stardew Valley, I have a very peculiar relationship with the game. I had surgery for my endo and for various little tumors and fibroids, and I couldn't get up and do anything around myself. This game really saved my sanity, and I played a lot of Stardew Valley when I was in the hospital. Concerned Ape, if you're listening to this, thank you so much for making this game. And thanks to you, I could go outside, thanks to your game, and just do stuff around and not be as hopeless. So yeah, just a little thought in the evening. I have a lot of thoughts today because I'm really getting emotional seeing this little tiny house coming together and knowing that probably I will have light inside, which is really cool. Hey, today is assembly day. We'll see. I checked on the house and it's dry-ish. The surface that I put the house on top, it's kind of dry. And honestly, I'm not afraid of painting the house. Painting the characters, terrifying, and I'm gonna show you why. Wait. So maybe I'm gonna take the face. No, I'm actually gonna show you a tree. This is a tree that's gonna be on the miniature. As you can see, it looks really nice and smooth, but it's so soft. It's like a marshmallow. I don't know if you can see it. That's why I'm terrified of painting the character. It's just so tiny and soft. And you know, like, I'm used to working with miniatures. I love doing like very tiny, small collages. And you've probably seen it, like you've probably seen some of my stuff in my shorts. And you know, like, I'm making miniatures as small as like €1 coin. But this is terrifying. And not because it's small, it's just bouncy. I'm just afraid that my brush is gonna go right through it and I'm just gonna ruin everything. But hey, I need to start. I should stop procrastinating. So no time to be scared. Look at this tiny little house. Look at this tiny little bench. Stop. It's so cute. And the little stepping stones. And the post box. It's so tiny. Story time, actually, with the post box. When I was painting it, I inhaled it by accident. The post box had a little adventure. I had a very hard time to take it out. Oh my goodness. Do I need to say anything else? Like, I mean, isn't this obvious? I'm absolutely obsessed. As for my tiny little girl, she had an accident. When I was grabbing her, she unfortunately slipped and her head is separate from the body. But I think, it's not even about my clumsiness. I think she was like this marshmallowy body of hers was still a bit too wet when I was painting it. Oh no, the chicken is out.
Look at him, she's so cute, so tiny. I love you.
Oh no, I lost an egg. I lost another chicken. I think when I was painting her body was still a bit wet, and I added, more moisture, and that's why her whole figurine is not the most stable. It's still drying, so that's why she's just basically falling apart in my hands, and the glue is not working. So I'm just gonna, put her maybe outside or like on a windowsill so she can dry properly. But other than that, like, she's absolutely cute. She's the cutest little bun. I'm gonna keep her on my desk. I'm so happy with her. Honestly, I think this is hands down the cutest thing I ever made. This little tiny girl, and also the house. I will admit though, this project was super intimidating in my head. I've been pushing this video idea for months, thinking, I don't know if I can do that. But you know what? It's good to be wrong. It's really good to be wrong for once. So yeah, what do you think? Did I do Stardew Valley justice? Personally, I think I nailed it, but don't take my word for it. My taste is questionable at best. I do love a good trash fire. So yeah, I hope the rest of your weekend goes absolutely wonderful. If you'd like to see more projects like this, please follow me here or follow me on Patreon and Coffee, because I do have them. I post all sorts of things. Sometimes artsy, sometimes not, sometimes just things that I find fascinating. One more last thing, all fingers crossed that there will be another video this month. Just because I booked some holidays, unexpected holidays, so I'm not sure if I will be able to post something this month. Editing takes a while. The thing is that I do have the video portion, but just editing takes a while. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep you posted. Stay artsy, stay crafty. If you want to make your own Stardew Valley house, go ahead. I guarantee you that you have some trash lying around your house that's usable and that you can use in your project. Just buy tons of super glue. Really, I think I used 2 bottles of super glue on this one. Anyway, I need to go now. Take care.